It's time.
So
NCAA football.
NCAA football. There is no locks in NCAA football.
NCAA football. We'll start
Locks?
as we bring up some of these lines for the Ohio State Wisconsin game. We'll start with number 20 Florida traveling to Knoxville against number 11 Tennessee. Tennessee opens as on FanDuel anyways 10.5-point favorites. The total as it sat on
2:30 on
FanDuel
Saturday.
62.5.
Yeah. I'll start. I got my stuff filled in. Tennessee,
10
it's
and 62.
it's time to prove it. We're here. This is your time. Like, this is a game you have to win in order to continue the momentum.
Mm-hmm.
This is what everybody in Tennessee has talked about. Been leading up to Florida disappointing loss last week. Can they right the ship? Too many points, in my opinion, is the big thing here. I don't think 62.5 hits. I'll take the under on that.
Yeah.
I will take
Double that up.
Florida to cover. SEC game, Tennessee, a lot of pressure. I don't think Florida's offense is that great, but they're going to come ready to play. I don't see Tennessee running away with this one. But I think Tennessee does fine. They're just a better football team. So I will take Tennessee to win, Florida to cover, and the under of 62.5.
I like the under. I do like Tennessee to win. I think Tennessee's just a better football team. I don't believe in Richardson whatsoever. He's just been bad.
Mm-hmm.
Even when he's been good, he's still not been good
Mm-hmm.
in that game. I'm actually taking Tennessee to cover the spread on this one. It is a 10.5, kind of how we talked before. And Florida's something ridiculous, like 22 or 23 of 20 the last 25 matchups or something like that. But yeah, I don't think Florida's
Gotcha.
maybe they're a top 25 team. I don't know. They're a bubble top 25 team. I like Tennessee to be maybe a top 15 team to end the year.
Yeah.
So Tennessee under.
This one's not close. Tennessee under.
All right.
Let's move on.
Arkansas A&M. Again, Arkansas
Prove it game.
here, prove it game. Texas A&M. Can you win 2 weeks in a row against high quality opponent? Arkansas undefeated at this point. Texas A&M still trying to save face. Texas A&M is 2.5-point favorites at home. Again, that's a 5 to 6 point stadium, so the 2.5 is still a lean towards Arkansas. I will take Arkansas outright in this game. I will take Arkansas, obviously, to cover the spread.
Better be taking that under.
And I will
SEC unders?
be taking the under.
Yeah, multiply that by 2.
Because
No,
Texas
thank you,
A&M can't score, but their defense is also good. Just feels like too many points in a game where, Arkansas wins this game like 27-17.
Concur.
So you're going Arkansas under?
Yep.
Yeah.
Stoy is as well.
Yeah, these aren't.
Yeah, they're not great. I mean,
They're not games in my eyes.
overall, games. There's not a ton out there. In my opinion, but
I actually think A&M is going to win this game for their defense, because of their defense. I do agree that it stays under, and I think it's going to be something ridiculous. This is a little bit of a hedge, but I also do think it's going to be something where it comes down to maybe a 2-point conversion or something like that at the end. So I am going to take Arkansas to cover there, but I do think A&M wins this outright.
such a hedger.
This one's truly not that I think it's a pick'em game in a sense. I believe that A&M's the better team.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know that they. It's weird to say that I don't know that they can win by a field goal, but I don't think that they win by. It's just weird to say. Let's go down to Ohio State, Wisconsin, and we'll save that top one for last.
Yep.
opening, like we talked about, opening of conference season. Ohio State, Wisconsin. Ohio State opens up at 17.5.
18 on DraftKings.
18 on DraftKings, 17.5 on FanDuel, 56.5 is the total on FanDuel.
Under. Wisconsin cannot score.
What's the total?
56.5.
56. Okay.
It just Wisconsin can't score.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't really think Ohio State's great at scoring.
No.
So
on top of that.
I mean, that's just, that's an under for me all the way.
18.
Ohio State finds a way to win this game.
They'll win.
But I think Wisconsin covers. Wisconsin's, they're better than Notre Dame.
They just won't. They're just not going to give up the points.
No. Like, this is like a 24-10 game.
Not a non-close 24-10.
Correct.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's just like it's not overly competitive, but like Ohio State just isn't flashy like they should be.
I'm going to take Ohio State to
I agree.
At home cover the spread.
Mm-hmm.
If this was in Wisconsin, in Madison, I think I take Wisconsin, but I think I'll take Ohio State.
I need Ohio State to beat somebody good.
Right.
Like,
if I need Ohio State, This is. I don't
I'm
like
looking at
taking
the Notre
unders.
Dame
I
game for
hate
this
taking
one.
unders. I mean, I don't mind taking Big Ten unders. I hate
Right.
taking unders in college football. I need Ohio State to be the Ohio State and blow a total out,
Right.
Jokes
and I
on
just
you.
don't.
Yeah.
I don't like that. But yes, Ohio State under.
All right, the game of the week, baby.
ACC play. Number 5 Clemson opens up as a 7.5 point favorite
Better be a night game.
against the
Demon Deacons.
Demon Deacons. Tongue twister. Wake Forest. Number 5 versus number 21. Totals 56.5. Cole, I mean, your picks are in. Let's start us off here quick.
Yeah.
Where is that game?
Clemson, I don't think their defense gives up a lot of points. I know Wake Forest is talented to be able to throw the ball around a little bit. I just don't see Clemson allowing that. I don't think Clemson's offense is great. I see this game as an under 56.5.
Found it.
I also see Clemson just finding a way to clamp down and winning this game by probably somewhere between 10 to 13 points.
It's 7 and 55.5. Money is on Clemson to cover 7 on DraftKings.
So,
this is an under.
yeah.
I don't know. It's just an under.
Mm-hmm.
And clearly give me 56.5 over 55.
Mm-hmm.
Clemson will figure out how to win it. Reluctantly. But what is it? What is it over there? 7.5? That they're gonna win by 10, so
24-14.
Yeah, I mean,
I just don't see it getting more than that. Like,
I'm following
31-21 is like high to me,
Yeah.
and it's still not there.
it's still not there.
It's still not
Exactly.
there.
I'm following suit on Clemson. I actually like Wake Forest to cover.
So
Did they
many
play
unders.
bad? They played bad against
Let's get 'em.
who they just beat Liberty by
Yeah,
a point
not
last
great.
week. Just
Yeah.
not a good.
Not a good showing.
But I do think Sam Hartman's
Looking
a better.
ahead, though.
Look, yeah, and a drop
Sam
off
Hartman's a
from the week
better
before.
quarterback than maybe what he played.
Right,
or
I
what
disagree.
Wake Forest is a better team than that. I like the over, so I like Clemson, Wake Forest over.
All right. Let's get to these locks where I am just golden as can be, like the showers you love.
Locking his
What?
locks.
Can't say that.
Can't say that.
Who's got the locks of love? I got my lock. I got my love lock of the week.
Love
ahead.
lock of the week.
That would be Jordan Love, Drew Lock, and I need some Andrew Luck to get it to come through. We're just spitballing here.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of talking.
Yeah. USC is playing the Oregon State Beavers, and they are currently 6.5 point favorites.
That's your spread lock?
And I am taking them to lock it up at 6.5.
Oh, the spread. You jumped money line. Okay.
No, I don't even care. That was my lock of the week.
Oh, that's the lock
that is my-
of the week.
That is my I'm not getting a shitty shot in college football lock of the week.
Because that one's protecting
I'm
me.
putting double shitty shot on that.
Yes.
Let's go.
My lock of the week.
12 next week. Got
My
it.
lock of the week. This
Rockin'.
doesn't often happen in the Sun Belt Conference, especially with this team. I like Coastal minus 137 over Georgia State.
You love
I
Coastal
knew that
so
shit was going to
much.
happen.
I looked at that and just about threw up. I was like, Ryan's going to pick this. Hope they lose.
You just don't hope that.
No,
I mean, okay.
I really said that in my head.
I really said that in my head.
I promise.
Man.
I saw it. I was like, oh, I know where Ryan's going to be this week.
Give me my spread lock.
Chanticleer Nation.
Give me Vandy, 40.5.
48.5?
40.5.
40.5.
Oh. I thought
48. I
You're welcome.
would have bet my mortgage on.
Vice, you're welcome.
Yeah.
But did that not jump at you? Also,
so many points.
The over on that game?
I didn't even have to look at it.
That's where I'm going next.
Hey, money's on 58.5 on DraftKings.
Yeah, I'll take the over. Bandy's going to score a little bit. That's my over-under lock of the week.
what is it? Over what?
Over 58.5.
On DraftKings, anyways.
That's what it is on FanDuel.
Okay.
What am I have to do something else. Money line? Money line? Oh, you got to go to over under. I'll get there. Jeez, I mean, I haven't even done money line.
No, I know. We're doing that last.
No, he did it first.
Oh.
So, like, calm it down.
What, do you want me to go money line?
I'm going to go.
You're just going to make all your picks.
I'm going to take Oklahoma. I'm going to take Oklahoma 12.5 as my spread lock.
Against Kansas State, who's garbage.
Yeah.
Like, absolute garbage. I like them by 30. I do not understand that line.
They might
either.
start 4 games over winning by 30 or more.
Absolutely. 100%. Kansas State is horrible. My money line is going to be the Golden Govers of Minnesota.
Minnesota over Michigan State.
Is minus 134 over Michigan State.
Is that because of how bad?
Combination of not even, I mean, how bad, but like Minnesota is more than efficient on offense and has shown that this year. And Washington was the same way, so I just don't see that changing this week.
I'm going to give some love to a local team here on my money lock. Give me Iowa State over Baylor at home. Only because it's at home. Love me some lefty deckers.
I mean, I love what they do. Baylor just has their number.
Well, we'll see it at home.
So I'm actually in
possible.
that game. I'm taking the over 45.5 on that game.
I do like that number.
The over? 46?
I just don't.
I have it at 45.5 here.
I don't understand how that game's under like
Below 50.
52.
Yeah,
Like,
below 50 in general.
Yeah, like-
I don't get it.
I would agree.
Yep.
Where the hell do my...
Well, here's the reason. Iowa State second half defense gives up like 3 points per game. So like Baylor's got to get 28 in the first half for which they might.
My over-under, give me Georgia on the under. Georgia will score 58 themselves, but they're not scoring. Like,
Who are they playing?
where did it go?
I saw that earlier. I don't remember what game.
I've had it.
Georgia Kent State
Yeah.
State.
under 61.5 is what I have it at.
I have it 62.5. Give me 62.5.
Kent State's not scoring. They're scoring 0.
They might get a field goal at best. Absolute best. And Georgia's going to score 58. Gives me 61. I'm good. They're just not. It's just not going
Are they going to score more than Oregon?
Stupid. D-Gens.
D-Gen this week.
Gen lock of the week. Give me the Gators.
I like it.
Florida over Tennessee.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot out there either, but plus 320 seems like a decent SEC rivalry bet, especially with all the upsets in college football.
Did you guys see the over-under on the Iowa Rutgers?
Yeah,
34.5.
34.5, and I was all over. That was my second favorite over/under, and on the under, because there is no way either one of those teams is getting to 20 points. Not a chance.
Oh, it's going to
Not
be so
a
bad.
chance.
That's
Not
a bad.
living
I am
chance
actually-
in hell.
Bad.
If I remember correctly, this team is undefeated to start the year. Now, have they played anybody? No.
I'm so on the like. You would have to bring that under
20.
down to 29.5 before I considered
It's going to
not
be
taking
under.
the over.
But it's at.
They should be on upset alert.
Who are you talking about, Ryan?
I'm taking James Madison plus 225 over App State.
Yeah, disagree, but hey.
I actually do
somebody.
disagree.
Gotta take somebody.
Aggressively disagree.
I mean, I disagree with myself, but
Because it's going to make me physically ill.
my other option, and maybe a better option in my eyes, was Wake Forest over Clemson.
Give me Washington State plus 215 over Oregon at home. Coach Ward, let's get it.
Get it.
Let's get it.
Homer pick.
Yes.
He's also got a Saubert 2+ TDs bet in this week for the Broncos.
I may or may not. No, one, because they don't score 2 touchdowns.
Hey, they might start. You start running some play action on 3rd and 1. You might start getting some tight end TDs, bud.
Well, they don't. So don't
All right.
bud me.
We breaking again?
No, we don't have time.
No time to break.
But we will.
We're going straight to the end.
We will cut right to our boy.
DU.
Saubert. Rot her over the LB. Nice little ball. Catch it. Let's go.
Take it out.
Only touchdown of the day.
Yes.
Okay, just saying. Big spike. Gronk spike. He's jacked.
Yeah, except for not Gronk.
He's not
Gronk
Gronk.
is better.
Yeah, well, I mean, at this
No,
age.
I'm just saying spiking.
Oh, yeah.
Also better on the football
It's his
field.
second touchdown ever.
I know, but we
Okay.
need more of a vertical spike. Those are the best. This one's too horizontal. See how the ball gets
Maybe
too
that's
far out in
maybe
front of
that's
him?
because he doesn't want to Gronk spike it. It's the Saubert spike.
It's also harder on the body to Gronk spike.
Yeah,
That's why Gronk was
Good.
injured
Then
so
that's
much.
why his back's
Yeah, exactly.
broken.
You can argue that all you want, but it's the truth.
Go ahead and while we're pulling this up, you guys, this one was funny. Did you see this one? The dude
Did
gets
he
his
pee on
pants.
him?
No, gets his pants stuck in his helmet.
Oh, I thought he was like fake peeing on
I
him.
know.
Like
Everyone's like, I thought this was taunting.
Yeah.
No, he just got stuck.
I'm so glad they didn't throw a flag. Good job out of that
Right.
ref seeing what's going on.
Clearly, all the refs were like, oh, yeah.
It would have been. Oh, was that ref trying to grab his penis?
I don't know.
He might have
We
been.
can't use those words on this show.
What?
I don't know. I'm just messing up. But, hey, you guys want to see a little President's Cup action? One of the greatest putts in history. Look at this.
People do need to know though
Who
that
walks this in from there?
people need to know that it didn't matter if that putt went in or not though.
True. It didn't. It was over. But that's pretty badass, right?
All they knew is that it was close enough that Tiger wasn't going to have to hit another putt, and therefore it went in, and then it's the greatest putt of all time.
Now, that might have been, there might have been a little bit of video editing there. It wasn't that far away when he did it.
It was.
No, it was not. It was not this far away.
Watch.
It was not this far away. He did not start walking there. He started walking there, and you'll see it.
Oh, you
When they
mean
cut this in.
I
Yeah.
got you.
You'll see it now. That's when he started to, not
Not the first one.
not 12
As
feet
he
when he
hits
touched
it.
the
As
putt.
he hits it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's be
gotcha.
real.
All right, fair enough.
Little NFL.
NFL deep dive.
I got 2 minutes.
Let's do it.
Let it fly then.
I'll just do my lock picks at the bottom because those top picks are easier
Okay.
to go through quick. My locks down at the bottom. We'll talk about one of those. They'll talk about one of the games up top. I like San Francisco over Denver, even though Russell Wilson has San Francisco's number. San Francisco minus 118. That's my money line lock.
And
Spread lock. I like the Eagles over the Commanders.
Phillies now.
Yeah. They just, the Commanders are a worse team than the Vikings.
fly
and-
Eagles fly.
Come on.
Eagles.
If I remember correct, is it at home as well? No, it's not. It's in Washington. Doesn't
at
matter. Vegas versus Tennessee under 46.5. Neither of those teams look good whatsoever.
Agreed.
So I like that. And then my last one, I'm going to ride the Jacksonville Jaguars. Although I have the Chargers making the playoffs, I think the Chargers are a good team. Jacksonville showed some promise.
Yeah.
In a shutout win. This is the second or third time that they've shut the Colts out in the last 2 or 3 years.
They've owned the Colts.
Yeah.
That's who the Colts lose to.
That's the Tom Brady Patriots. Tom Brady Patriots Miami, Colts Jacksonville.
Right.
That's my.
Can my DGen pick be a parlay? I'm not shitting you. I see 4 upsets.
But
anyways.
you're gonna see that in my picks above.
Okay, cool. All right.
I mean, probably our picks above.
Let's
if
get
that's
to
the
it then,
case.
because gee willikers,
Yeah,
Batman.
I've got
I could argue 5.
Steelers, Detroit, Dallas are all winning this week as dogs.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Maybe that'll just be our big parlay,
Part
because
of
it's
our
going to
big
be
parlay.
big.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm being honest, my last pick there, you'll see it, was out of spite because you picked against Minnesota. Not gonna lie.
That's fair. That's completely fair.
It's just not. I don't see. Anyways, all right. Thursday Night
I
Football.
don't see it either, but it was out of spite.
Thursday,
Hey, that's fair.
Thursday Night Football is going to have their early win 7-pointer.
Yeah.
And if you were a bet man, where would you put that? Pittsburgh?
The tough part about this one is that like one of these teams has to get up a touchdown. That was my toughest
You're not
part
wrong.
with this.
You're not wrong.
Also, on top of that, it appears right now that the forecast is for rain, so like that does not help the
Anything?
case at all. It's in Cleveland, so would you say they get up a touchdown? I don't know. My thought is, I mean, I've got Pittsburgh winning this game outright. So
Hey, and Steve also is going to pick Pittsburgh for the 7-point early win. So
yeah,
I also have Pitt. Their offense is looking better than Cleveland's, which is not saying much at all. Cleveland's defense is, I don't know what's wrong with them,
yeah,
but they have issues.
they've got talent, but they're not
They have
organized.
issues, and Pittsburgh's offense has talent. I think they'll score specifically early.
Yep.
And we both have them going under because it's Thursday Night Football and it's Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and
And it's going to rain.
and
Which
and
is the
it's going
biggest
to rain.
reason
You think they
that
get to
number's
20?
low, 38
24?
and a half. I think they get to 30-ish.
Tops
Yeah, call it 31 to 34.
16-15.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that game's just
with
always
that.
a slugfest anyway.
I can wrong with that.
Detroit, Minnesota.
Detroit, what?
This might be my favorite game. Two teams that can score the football.
Going to be a fun one.
Neither team with an overly powerful defense. I think we're going to see similar scoring to what we saw in the opener, Detroit and Philly. A lot of points, 70-plus points scored in that game. So I'm definitely riding the over in this game. But I think Detroit finds a way to win this game. Don't know. Really, there's really no reason why. Minnesota's at home. Detroit's Detroit, but Minnesota's also Minnesota, and it kind of picks on Ryan a little bit. So give me the Lions. Give me the over. Lions to win, obviously covering the spread if they're winning.
I picked Philly last week to beat Minnesota. I thought it would be a closer affair. It didn't look good. And Detroit's been playing way better.
Hurts running the ball was a difference in that Minnesota game, so that's my only.
I agree,
is
but
that
Minnesota
Goff's not
didn't
gonna
run the
it.
ball.
Huh?
I don't care if Hurts is running the ball. You run the ball.
Yeah, but Minnesota will run the ball against the Lions. The Lions will try to run the ball against Minnesota, so I think there's like.
Which is why it's going under. By the way.
I mean, I think they're going to gash each other on the ground, honestly.
I don't think one team gets over 24.
That's fair.
So give me Detroit in the under. Atlanta, Seattle. Also one of my upset picks, I guess, technically. I don't.
Is that a pick that makes you upset?
No, this is the first one in the season I had them marked down.
Oh, no. See, they battled so good, and then they lost by one again. 24-23.
We just love losing one. Anyways, no, this is the game I had marked of the first 3 that they win. Arguably.
But
Going into this.
they won 24. They lost 24-23. It was so close. They were up 23-21, and then at the last second, Seattle kicked a field goal.
Yeah.
And then it went over, and then it was just
All of those things could happen.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
what happens.
Again.
I just want you to be prepared. That's
this
how it
season I'm
happens.
mentally
That's
prepared.
how it happens.
However, give me Atlanta over.
right.
They've been scoring. They're going to score 27 themselves.
Okay.
And
So they're giving
Seattle
up 29.
Seattle has to score 14, which they will.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
Oh, let's see.
Ryan's got Atlanta over as well. And you're riding with Seattle over
Yes.
because of the things that you just said
Yep.
on repeat.
Just-
Got it.
I just kept telling you.
I don't. It is what it is.
I'm
I
not
like
trying to
it.
speed things up or anything.
No,
but
I
that's
like
what
it.
I'm going with.
So San Fran, Denver.
Yeah. I mean,
Denver
Garoppolo.
can't score. And Garoppolo.
San Francisco has more energy, is a better offense right now with Garoppolo. Everybody rallies around Garoppolo. I mean, the dudes love him. Like, I don't know if it's looks, if it's play,
Did you see
if
on that
it's
sneak
practice.
and what they came up and
Yeah,
did?
just like you would have sworn he was going to win like Playboy Dude of the Year for the 49ers.
Or they won
something.
the Super Bowl right there. It was
something.
crazy.
So,
yeah, that one's
and
easy.
Kittle's going to be back, I think, this week. So they only get better with that. So, yeah, give me San Francisco. Denver is out of sorts in short yardage, can't score touchdowns, and ultimately that's going to be their demise in Denver against San Francisco, who is solid on defense and is only going to create issues in those downs and distances. So
Agreed. And then we get to Monday Night Football with your boys.
The boys against the Giants.
The undefeated G-Man. Which is insane in itself.
Right. Overall, this is not difficult for me. I'm not going to take Dallas to lose against the Giants ever.
No,
the Giants just aren't a good enough football team.
But they're not.
Dallas's defense, solid. Giants defense, okay. Always kind of ugly games, but both teams seem to find a way most of the time to score against each other. And so 39.5 is just not. I've looked back to like call it the last 20 games. Like 3 or 4 of those have gone under the 39.5 number. So like it's not that they're scoring 60, but I mean they're scoring more than 39.5. Daniel Jones is more than competent from a perspective
Barkley,
of like
they're going to score.
They've seen Dallas a lot. Like familiarity works both ways on this. Barkley's been healthy and solid, and I think the Cowboys maybe got some stuff figured out last week. Rush, they can run their full offense with Rush and get both backs involved. So give me the Cowboys to win the game and the over of 39.5.
I concur. Ryan went with the G-Men on the money line. Probably spite out of you.
He tried to spite me, but then he
chose hedged himself
Dallas to cover, which
and then he
is
went
the
under, which
biggest vagina move ever.
Well, it is Ryan. But all right, money line lock. Here we go.
Money line lock. Ryan has the Niners at minus 118. My money line lock is going to be the Ravens at minus 164 over the Patriots. Yep, got him. Speak
minus 155 at
speak don't type
at DraftKings. So we're gonna take that.
That's fair.
All right, so we locked on that one.
Locked on that. Spread lock. I got a little history on this one. Ryan's got Philly over Washington at 6.5. I am taking the Rams at minus 3.5 over Arizona. Past 10 games, Rams are 9-1. Closest game in which they've won is 7 points. So it's one of those things where NFC West is very much cyclical in like teams that dominate other teams or like how they compete against each other regardless of record. And this is one where the Rams just own this series. Arizona coming off a high in a game that they had no business in winning and have not played well enough to win either game this year. Los Angeles came off their Super Bowl hangover, loss, played well last week. Expect them to play well again and hand the Cardinals a pretty lopsided loss here.
I'm going to take Cowboys. Plus 2.5.
I'm sorry.
Enough said. Moving on. Over under.
Ryan has the Raiders and the Titans under 46.5, which I agree is a good bet. Mine is going to be two legendary quarterbacks that get to match up this week in the Packers and the Bucks.
Oh.
So you've got Rodgers versus Brady. That total right now is 41.5. And I just have to give a little bit of a nod to some guys that can play football here. We're in week 3 now. You've had a couple weeks to work out the kinks. 41.5 points cannot be enough in today's NFL for those two quarterbacks of that caliber to not score over. Mike Evans is out for the Bucks because he decided to take a cheap shot.
He backed up his quarterback, okay?
No, he took a cheap shot. There's nothing else with that, and he's done it before. And I lost a little respect for Mike Evans, who I've always had perfectly fine respect for. But fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. So, but I will take Rodgers and Brady to score more than 41.5. And if not, neither one of them's the GOAT.
You're not wrong. All right. D-Gen, plus 200.
Who'd you take there?
Oh, Broncos, Niners, under 45.
45. All right.
Because that's
a lot of points.
a lot of points.
D-Gen pick of the week. Ryan has the Jaguars at plus 265. I'm going to try to sneak in and say that I saw that Detroit was...
Plus 205.
They are? Yeah, I'm taking that one then.
Okay.
Because I took them up top. They were plus 194, but the money was on Minnesota earlier. So I'm like, they'll get to plus 200 was going to be my excuse on.
I mean, that was... I highlighted. I've already clicked
The other one I had was Jacksonville, but I think Detroit will win that game. So I will take the plus 205 and run with it.
Yeah, I'm just going to have to because there's nothing else to do there.
I'm just surprised that there's that much money on that side.
It's good. It's good overall. But so for big parlay real quick.
Yeah.
If we took Steelers,
Yep.
Lions,
Mm-hmm.
Packers.
Yep.
Okay.
I like that.
Falcons.
You like the Falcons?
Cowboys.
Yep.
Plus 7,200.
What? Yeah, let's rock that.
Dude, should we throw in some victories we know are in there, like the Eagles?
No, see,
Or
like
the Commanders?
no, because
No?
as soon as we start to do that, it's getting cocky, and we'll get. Well, let's see. Who else do we like though? Let's go through.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I would be like, I'd be okay with the
Bills.
Rams and the Bills.
What about the Chiefs over the Colts?
Yep.
Okay, Chiefs, Colts. Bengals, Jets, I'm not touching that.
Nope.
Bears, Texans.
We should definitely be touching the Bengals though. Just saying.
Over the Jets?
Yeah.
You think they'll finally get their
I mean the
O-line
Jets.
problems?
The
I know
only
the Jets
reason
are so bad.
The Jets are bad.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, right.
Bears, Texans, I won't touch
No,
that
that's
one.
a game you don't touch.
Ravens, Patriots at New England.
Yeah, and it's not
Just
worth
not
it
ready.
to parlay with what we have.
Eagles, Commanders, yes. Bills, Dolphins.
I like the Bills.
That one's iffy a little bit to me.
I mean, the Dolphins.
They've lost there before.
I don't disagree. I just don't see. I mean, I'm on the Bills all the way.
I don't see it though for this week. And then Chargers, Jags.
I wouldn't touch that one either.
Okay. And then what was it? Rams, Cardinals. But without Rams, Cardinals, it's plus 29,256.
What's with the Rams?
Plus 46,000.
Yep, let's go.
All right. It's only 10. It's only 10 teams. All right. Let's do it.
Let's ride.
All right. I like it. So we'll get that up there somehow, some way.
Somehow, some way.
Except for you just took my bettable money out. But it's fine. It's fine, guys. We'll win that one. It's only $9,000. We hit that.
We'll get it. We hit it.
But as always,
hit it.
like Ryan says, like, share, subscribe, tweet, do what the things
Comment.
that you need. Comment. Oh, please comment. No one's been talking to us much this season so far, except for one guy, and he's rode with us, and he's probably made money because we've been doing all right.
Also, it's been hard to talk this year because there's been a lot of upsets on both sides.
It's been a very fun for college and NFL. There's been a lot of upsets, a lot of come from behinds, a lot of kickers still missing kicks. It's gonna be is that a theme for the rest of the year? We'll see. We'll see as we get into week 3 of NFL and week 4 of college football. We'll see you next week. Welcome, our fireside chat. This one's gonna be hot. A couple of topics will be overall trust in a relationship between your planner and yourself.
It's our job to figure out what's in the best interest for you.
We have to start this thing early.
How do I play this game patient enough to see this trade turn to fruition?
Real estate in general can have a lot of tax benefits to you.
Listen and subscribe to the No BS Wealth Podcast on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.
It's time.